we've had it a few times now. Backpacker wagons pulled in and instantly you can hear it. You can hear the shit cars coming from about 1 kilometre away. They rock up a million miles an hour through camp. Yeah, they're sprawled out all over the joint. They're pumping their music, dancing on top of vans, just in time to spoil the sunset. So
and throw all their shit paper everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed by tomorrow morning there'll be
climbing in the trees.
Yeah, mess everywhere. So
just crumbs.
Yeah, we heard a few horror stories. We had it obviously when we were back at James Price Point. We had friends who were over at Tom Price, the other side of Karijini, and they said they got there and partied all night till the next morning. Yeah, if they try that shit here, I'll tell you what, I'll lose the plot. So there's, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's some backpackers out there which are great, but all the ones we bumped into are just the most disrespectful, arrogant, noisy, messy, smelly lot we've ever come across, and wouldn't mind if they were just pissed off back home already. So see what we're in for tonight.
I want to leave.
What's happening at this spot here? Little free camp area.
Festival. Like I want to unleash Chuck to rip them apart.
Yeah. How many backpacker vehicles do you reckon have pulled in so far?
20.
Yeah. And as they come in,
they honk the horn. They're like, "Whoa!"
Out the windows, yelling and screaming. Oh, over there doing burnouts.
Dancing on vans, climbing trees.
Chopping wood down with handsaws. Playing bocce. They're sprawled out. They're on every corner of this park.
It just ruins it. It absolutely just ruins it.
Oh, yeah. Good times. All backpackers. It'd have to be up to nearly...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
That'll make it nearly...
6 cars.
Nearly 30, I reckon.
I'm going.
Righto, so we cracked the shits. We packed up.
There was like 30 cars.
And we left, yeah. Once it had hit over 30, they just didn't stop. Hordes of 5 or 6 cars at a time, and each time they pulled up, even once it was dark, they were yelling and
honking
cheering and honking
and
horns,
like
doing
making
burnouts, and they were just, I don't know. I've never seen a bigger group of arrogant, immature assholes in my life. So
if you're gonna do it, go to the middle of a yard somewhere, and hopefully a dingo gets you.
And they'd set up on a road in the other corner, which wasn't too bad because there was a few campers in between us and them, but those campers packed up and took off. I think they moved to another spot, but by the time everyone else had moved away from them, there wasn't that many more spots left, and they just kept coming closer and closer to us. So we've just pulled off literally on the side of the road. It's quiet, it's nothing special, but
it's not there.
It's not there. Yeah, they're just, honestly, backpackers are the scourge of the travelling world. They're dead set the worst thing about it.
But it makes all of us travelling people have a bad name, and they leave all their crap everywhere.
Yeah. So we're probably going to have to go back there tomorrow to drop the camper off. Well, we're not sure what we're doing yet.
No, I don't want to go back there.
But basically, yeah, you can guarantee.
But it feels like they've won because you've left.
Yeah. So, I'm not happy. Sinead's not happy. Grumpy girl. action.
We're walking Dale's Gorge. It's a class 4 and it's steep.
Yeah, so we come, they've concreted in a bunch of stones, but it is quite steep and uneven the whole way down into the gorge. As you can see, that drop down is this bit right here. So you can do the easy walk up on the upside of the gorge, or you can drop down into the gorge, which is one we're doing, follow the gorge along. They're saying it's 3 hours return. We probably won't go there and back. We'll do that and then take the class 2 on the way back to where we've parked out here. Yeah, see how we go. We've done a few class 4s, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think the hardest bit's probably done anyways. Isn't that right, my little TV presenter?
Yeah, jinx us.
Bit crisp view, isn't it? Oof. So we're wet up to about the balls, but it's crisp, it's not too bad. very least. Ooh. And it is slippery. It's so cold. So we stopped off at a gravel pit halfway in between. We stayed just out of Tom Price last night after finishing up at Karijini. We stayed at a little roadside there, it was okay. Wasn't much room, but it was okay. We've headed probably 3.5, nearly 4 hours out towards sort of Bullara station. I think we're hoping to get to tomorrow, towards Exmouth, and we've come across this little roadside stop here. It's called Spud's Gravel Pit. And as far as gravel pits go, this is about as good as it gets. We're way back off the road. The roads would have to be a good 400-500 meters off. You just sort of, there's this gravel, nice hard gravel. So, you know, if it rained, it might get a little sloppy, but it hasn't rained here in ages. It's full of these beautiful little grass beds with purple flowers and stuff. Tons of room. You could fit, not that you'd want to be here with 100 other campers, but you could easily fit 100 campers in here. Nice flat spots everywhere. Luckily for us, there is no one else here. A few people driving through during the day. You know, but both me and Shanae had showers. We didn't even bother setting up the shower tent. We basically just showered in the nude. Yeah, it's been good. I reckon we should be in for a ripper night's sleep tonight. Sunset was bloody unreal. A little bit windy during the day, but nothing too much. Enough to keep the flies and that away anyways. Yeah, so it's only got 3 stars on Wikicamp, so sometimes you just got to give these places a whirl. We stopped at another couple on the way which had toilets and bins and stuff, but it was, yeah, wasn't much chopping. It was quite full, so definitely onto a winner here. I'll show you around when the sun comes up tomorrow. I'll show you some of these little shrubs and plants now. It looks like it's been landscaped, I reckon. It's unreal. So happy campers, aren't we, babe?
Static.
Good. No bloody dirty hippie backpackers yawing and carrying on out at least.
I look like one.
Yeah, you do. What do you reckon, Chuck boy? It's a hard gig, but someone's got to do it, eh? Yeah, there's tons of little gardens like this everywhere with these beautiful flowers all through them. They even smell really pretty. All sorts. You have fun at the beach? Come on, go swim. This way. Go swim.
That's an unreal menu.
No. Beach just out of Exmouth. We're just going for a bit of an explore today. The weather's warm. It's not super sunny. There's a bit of cloud around, but it's not too bad. The water's super clear. Shanae's fascinated by rocks as of late, so she's just looking at rocks for some, I don't know what reason. But yeah, no, it's good. Dog friendly. I think there's a little shack down on the beach there which does some prawns and stuff, so I think we're going to keep making our way further around. We might come back later for a swim. It's super calm today. Probably should have the tinny out, so. Oh. Precinct lighthouse just on the other side of North Cape Range National Park, just out of Exmouth. As soon as we pulled out to the ocean side of Exmouth, we basically saw a massive whale jump right up out the water, and ever since we've just been watching them cruising all up and down along this coast there. There's been shitloads of them. They're everywhere. So we haven't seen whales yet. I would love to be able to see them out in the tinny, but yeah.
That was huge.
Sometimes it just, I'm not sure if you probably won't be able to see it, but the white splash left over. Sometimes they're jumping right out. Generally they're just sort of cruising along. But every once in a while, they just completely come right up out the water. And they are everywhere, all up and down the coast. So, yeah, you're getting a pretty special part of the world, really. Keen as to get in the water somewhere for a snorkel or a dive. So there we go.
Was that good, my boy?
Righto, so I dropped Shanae off to go clothes shopping. I think she's bought herself a dress. So I bought a gimbal for her because she was complaining that the rod butt was hurting, and also another new rod and reel. We could only really troll one because we didn't have another setup heavy enough. So I've gone the Pen Slammer again, but gone a 6500 and another T-Res. So I've gone the 50 to 100 pound, so a little bit heavier than the last setup, so should go very well paired with 80 pound braid. So looking forward to testing it out. Hopefully while we're out here at Exmouth we can give it a good go over and see how it holds up. Probably about as close as you'll get me to a bloody emu. I reckon they're scary as. Shanae's petrified of them too. Chuck's very interested. Aren't you, Chuck? With the birds. Chuck, with the emus. Oh. Where's the emus? Where's the emus?